December 20th, 1984, Greeley, Colorado. 12-year-old Jonelle Matthews was a bright and charismatic kid. She had just finished performing in a Christmas concert at the Intra-West Bank of Denver as part of her middle school choir. Her mother was visiting family in California this evening, and her father would attend her sister's basketball game after dropping Jonelle off. This would be the last time her family would see Jonelle alive, as a killer was watching her every move, waiting to attack. After the concert ended, Jonelle got a ride home with a friend of hers and her father. She would arrive home at 8:15, and at 9:30 p.m., her father and sister would return home to find Jonelle was not there. They would find the garage door open, but no signs of anyone in the house. Jonelle's father, Jim, would call the police, and after arriving, they would discover footprints in the snow leading to the family window, a sign that someone was looking into their window. A search was immediately launched with Jonelle's mother and father placed under surveillance. A decade after Jonelle's disappearance with no sign of her, she was declared legally dead. It wouldn't be until July 23, 2019, that Jonelle Matthews' remains would be found nearly 15 miles from her home. DNA testing would show the remains were indeed Jonelle's, and she had died from a gunshot wound to the head. Now, all the police had to do was identify a killer, and he would soon be brought to the light and identified as 73-year-old Steve Pankey. In 1984, Steve was a married husband and father who, according to his now ex-wife, was a very controlling man who wouldn't allow her to drive the car or listen to the radio. Steve Pankey was arrested merely for his odd behavior during her disappearance and the fact that he continually inserted himself into the investigation. Steve briefly attended the church that Jonelle's family attended and would discuss a detail regarding the case only the killer or police would know, involving the killer using a rake to try and remove his tracks in the snow. It is noteworthy that after so many years, DNA was not able to be recovered from Jonelle's body, and no DNA or physical evidence would tie Steve Pankey to her death. He was arrested in 2020, and in 2022, he was sentenced to life imprisonment with the chance of parole after 20 years. He has always maintained his innocence, and he'll be eligible for parole in 2040.